off, you do want to make sure you get your picture on Procreate, Adobe Draw, or something like, Photoshop. So that way you can take your colors from the pictures. If you're good with colors, you don't really have to do this. But if you're not that great, it's okay to start off like this. So to subtract your colors from the picture, you just hold it down, and then I go to the next layer, and then I drag over the color to fill it in. Every app is different. I'm using Procreate specifically. I'm going to grab around 4 to 5 colors, and then I'm going to also grab the colors for her lips. Now, if you want to, you can speed past this part because it's unnecessary to watch me pull all the colors unless you want to see like where I pull from for an example. So I did end up speeding up this part a little bit more because, like I said, you're just watching me pull certain colors from her face, and you can still see pretty much where I'm pulling it from. Now, sorry for the lighting, but we're going to start to, pull out some paint. I am using acrylic paint. These are my personal go-to colors for acrylic paint. So, yeah, they're like regular colors to me. So this will be a good palette to memorize for black skin tones. So you want titanium white. You want burnt umber, cad orange, yellow ochre, what's my other color? Raw sienna, black, and cad red. Now for my main skin tone mix, I am going to start off with some white. I usually start off with orange, but I was just like, hey, I'm going to go ahead and show y'all how I make like a Naples type of hue. So Naples helps like lighten up the other skin tones or whatever without it being too much yellow or too much white. So if you have a fair mixture of it, then you can get those lighter dark tones out of your original mix, if that makes sense. So this next color is just what I use for like really dark shadows, like the collar of the shirt, or, like just to kind of darken up the other colors sometimes. So all that is some black and some cad red. So for my base skin tone, I use some cad orange, some cad red, some yellow ochre, and some raw sienna. And then I also put a little bit of burnt sienna in there to give it a nice brown mix. Now you're going to see me add a little bit of white to this. I don't want to add the yellow mixture because I want to show y'all what it does in order to make a brighter tone, like your concealer area of the face, your highlighted areas, things of that nature. So now you are seeing me take from that main color, and now you're about to see me add the Naples color. Do you see how it's the same tone? It just gave it a lighter hue, and maybe it's a little tad bit more yellow, but the white is going to over trump that color, trust me. And here you're just going to see me pull from that color, and then I'm also just going to add the Naples mixture, and that's going to give me a little bit more of a brighter tone. And then from there you can take and mix colors like in between, which is what you're going to see me do next. So here I'm going to take some of the main color, and then I'm going to take that secondary color, and I'm going to make a mixture out of that. Sometimes your main color ends up being your darkest color, so that's why it's good to have a nice variety, because sometimes we can be a little colorblind and we might have to go back. But for your first layer, sometimes it doesn't too much matter, but I would rather have a lighter color for my first layer than a darker color because it's easier to cover up. Now lastly, when I give y'all these pages, I do have a tracing pad, and I just wanted to give some of y'all an example because everybody can't, draw yet. Some people just want to get straight to painting, and I definitely understand it if nobody else does. We break rules over here, and we're going to break a rule. We're going to use a tracing pad, and I'm showing you guys how to use it. I got this one specifically from Five Below, so look for you a very cheap one because they work just as good. And this wasn't my best work, but it was good for beginners. That way, y'all can get an idea of how I do things. And then I'm going to show y'all how it comes out after using a tracing pad. Easy breezy. You really can't go wrong with this thing. And this is the end of the video. I really hope y'all enjoyed the tutorial on mixing skin tone colors. And you can watch me use the colors in the next video. Thank you for watching.